Well, good afternoon, everybody. The weekend is almost here. It's at 10 minutes of 2 on a Friday, the 11th of October. And Dottie and I are going for a ride in the car, right, Dottie? We're going for a ride to our mail service to pick up a package. Um, why didn't I have it mailed here to Preferred RV Resort? Long story. Um, I made a mistake, but not that big a mistake. Because it's only about 5 miles away to pick it up. But there's what I wanted to talk about is what happened with a warranty claim that I had with the company. And the company's not that important, but the important thing is sometimes you have to fight back a little bit. What had happened was I had a device that was stopped working properly. It's about a $70 thing that I bought. And I had bought it April or May, I think. And here we are in October, so it's been far less than a year. And it was not working properly. There are multi-functions of this device, and two out of the three functions weren't working. So I did a ton of documentation, a lot of back and forth with them. I had video I took justifying what was going on, pictures, everything. So they said, well, you have to send it back to us and we'll inspect it and repair it, repair or replace it. And that's often the kind of thing that might happen. So I did that and I waited and they sent me an email saying, we've examined it and there's nothing wrong with it. We're sending it back to you. And I knew that what someone had done is they had taken it and they only tested one of the functions. They were lazy. So I considered, well, I'll just let it go and I'll just buy another one and not, I didn't feel like I had the fight in me, but I said, you know what, I can, I can just, I'm gonna call them and talk to somebody and explain the situation. And I did talk to someone and I explained the situation. And I explained also that I had video that proved what I was saying. And they had me resend the video to their private address, not private, but separate address so they could look at it. And they said, you know what, you're right. I'm going to escalate it and we'll have management in the service department get involved. And it took a few days. And they wrote back and they said, yeah, we're sending you a new one. It's not working properly. So my point is that sometimes you got to put in a little bit of extra effort. And documenting things in particular, it's so easy with cell phones these days. If you can document a problem by video capturing it, that speaks way louder than words, right? These places are used to consumers exaggerating, getting things wrong, um, you know, that kind of thing. So they're on guard for that. So that makes your words, whether spoken on the phone or by email or form that they have you fill out, it lessens the impact of that. But when you have video that shows clearly what's going on, when that's possible, it's not, I guess it's not always possible, it's a strong argument. And in this case, it was a strong argument, and hence I'm going to pick up the device. And I'm like it's a big mystery. Let me tell you what it is. I realize there's no reason to make it a mystery. It is, I have a camera. The camera that I'm using right now has a battery pack that you can clip on the bottom. and it increases the battery life substantially on the camera. It also has a pass-through, so you can do things like transfer data or use the USB pass-through to use the camera as a webcam. And the battery portion of it continued to work, but the pass-through stopped working. And it wouldn't transfer files, it wouldn't do the webcam thing. So what I did was I took the line in from the computer, and I showed on the video, I plugged it into the camera without the battery attached and showed that those functions worked fine with my computer and this line, this USB-C line. And then I showed I attached the battery and I demonstrated it was firmly snapped into place. I demonstrated that. And then I turned it on and plugged it in and showed that it was not functioning. And then I rebooted the computer and did it a second time. And that absolutely convinced them that it was faulty. And no, one of the things that I did was I showed it because there were other possibilities, right? If there was something wrong with the computer I was plugging it into, or there was something wrong with the camera itself, or there could have been something wrong with the actual cord that I was using, the USB cord. So by showing it working properly, plugging it directly into the camera, it eliminated the possibility of the camera, the computer, or the cord. So they knew you remove all the possibilities except for the device itself. So when you can do that, that's a really good practice. I'm going to be curious to see if anybody likes this video. It's not exactly RV retirement related, but it's my life related. How's that? And like going through grocery stores isn't necessarily RV related either. So I guess I'm okay doing a video on this. And I was reminded today when I uploaded my video on, I did a video on Quartzsite today on the listing of all the events that are happening in November, December, and January. I was just, when I saw the views start coming in, I was reminded about how popular Quartzsite videos are. I marvel at, when I'm in Quartzsite and I'm doing Quartzsite videos, I routinely will get 1,000 views on a video. And when I'm not in Quartzsite, like now, I get excited if I get 500. That's a lot, so half. So I'm looking forward to getting back to Quartzsite in a month, a little over a month. Today's the 11th. I'll be back. I'll be in Quartzsite on the 15th. So a month and a couple of days, I'll be back there, and I'll be doing my daily Quartzsite videos, and I'll get a lot of views, which is exciting. Because more views means more comments, and I love the comments. So for those of you that have approached me, sometimes in person and sometimes in comments, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see where I'm driving. A lot of people aren't big fans of just seeing me on the road. They want to see where I'm driving. So all we're doing, and you've watched a lot of my videos, you've seen this stretch of road many times, and all we're doing is going to mail, messages, and more to get my little package. And we're going to pick up the package. I'll rip it open and I'll show you the device that I'm talking about. Reduce speed to 35. I should, because I just saw a sheriff. And there might be a sheriff right behind me, too. If it is, it's an unmarked sheriff. But it's their kind of car. It's in the mid 90s, I think. Probably about, the truck says 97. I'm going to guess more like 95, which is better than the triple digits we've been seeing for the past 2 weeks. I'm certainly glad that we're over that. It's still too hot to be hanging out outside at 2 in the afternoon, but a week from now, I don't think that's going to be the case. When the weather's nice, I enjoy spending time. I'm going to make a right here. This is North Leslie Street. And we're on Basin Road. It's a very main cross street, crossing 160 in town. And it's about a mile up here or so, I think, is the mail messages and more. I use this address a lot as like the default address, which is what the company that I was dealing with had, because it's safe for me, because if I can't send things to Preferred RV Resort when I'm not there, because if I'm not there, they'll hold it for 10 days, and the policy is they return it to sender. They're not a mail forwarding service, and if you're not there, they won't hold your mail for you. But if mail messages and more, they'll hold it indefinitely, and they'll forward it for me to wherever I need them to send it. Not for free, but I'll pay the postage. I just realized I left my phone at home. You ever do that? Leave your phone at home and feel insecure that you don't have your phone? And I think, now that I'm thinking through it, it's like, hey, back in the day when we didn't have cell phones, we didn't feel insecure. And one of the reasons we didn't feel insecure is you could pull over and get a payphone just about anywhere, drop a dime, and make your phone call. Not today, you can't. There's no payphones anywhere. If you don't have your own cell phone, you're not making a phone call unless somebody lets you borrow their cell phone, which if you don't know them, it's highly unlikely. Right, Dottie? Dottie's in heaven here. Um, she likes riding next to me, staring out the window while we're driving. Right up here. Right up here. Mail, messages, and more. All right, we're going to turn around again, and I'm going to have you keep an eye on Dottie while I'm gone.
$387.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Okay. So we have you sign the packages out now.
Hmm.
6503. So just your initials and today's date right in the box next to it's fine.
Go.
I don't know if that's old and you're aware of it or if not.
I have a credit balance, right? Oh, 80.
Oh. The minus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your yearly dues were charged on the 4th.
On the 4th. Okay, I'll pay it right now.
That's your sinuses.
My dog does that, and her
It's
breeder,
sinuses. It's your,
There you go.
told me that breed, that she is,
yeah,
it's reverse sneezing.
yeah, it's a sinus.
Do you want to pay the whole thing,
Yeah.
40 for the year?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you rub their sinus passages, it helps.
Hate when she does it. Especially since, the other two, because I said they're young and terrible.
That's what I came for. That's funny. Thank you. So you guys are going to get a kick out of this, out of a couple of things that are going to be kind of funny. One, I don't know whether you could hear me in there. I had the microphone on, and I don't know if the Bluetooth was reaching out here or not. You probably heard it when they chased me out because I left without the package. That's pretty funny, huh? I came here for the package, and wait till you see the size of the box? Put it next to my head. This is a big box. Wait till you see how big the actual thing is. This is how big it is. And this is the box they put it in. To me, that is beyond ridiculous. It's redonkulous, as my friend Mike Ripke used to say, redonkulous. I think that was Mike. So anyway, we have the battery. The other thing I received, I was pretty excited to see this letter in the mail. Dear Mr. Wakely, County of Fairfax, Virginia, we have received your application for a vested retirement with an effective date of February 2025. Your first benefit payment will be directly deposited to your account on March 31st, 2025, and will be retroactive to your 65th birthday. That's my pension. Well, one of my two little pensions. Don't get too excited. They're not big numbers, but they're not insignificant either. And both my pensions, this one and the one from the days when I worked at Neiman Marcus, I got verification last week on them. So guess what? Yay! So I got my brand new little battery, and I got my letter from the county, and that means I had a pretty good day today. So as usual, I want to thank you for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope I helped you learn a little bit of something about getting what you need out of warranties for stuff. Most of you probably already knew that anyway, so I don't know. It's what was on top of my mind to do a video on today. So I will see you on the next one tomorrow. Take care.